2 of Let's Be Selfish. Mark my word, one day I'm going to have an absolutely beautiful podcast studio where I record my YouTube videos and my podcasts. For now, it's my room. Watch this space. It's going to be a beautiful studio in Barcelona. Okay, part 2, let's be selfish. So, how do we start to be selfish? How do we start to prioritize our needs? First step is to get clear on what are our needs. What are your needs? So a lot of us don't actually know what we need, and because we haven't actually taken the time to sit down and ask ourselves, what do we need? I remember a friend asked me when I was living in Barcelona, I was upset, and she said, Rebecca, what do you need? And I had never experienced that before, and I was like, whoa, this is huge, because I've never asked myself this. And now I ask myself this nearly daily. I just check in with myself and I ask, Rebecca, what do you need today? So this is what I want to help you to do, to actually check in with yourself with what you need. So first thing I want you to do is get a pen and paper, get it right now, unless you're driving, then don't. Get a pen and paper and write down, what is your ideal relationship? So it can be romantic, it can be friendship, even a family member. What does this relationship look like? How do you spend time together? How do you feel in the relationship? And just write all of this down clearly on a piece of paper, because a lot of the times we haven't actually asked ourselves this. Most of us have never asked ourselves this. So ask yourself this, write this down on paper. What is a beautiful, growth-orientated relationship look like for me? And write all of this down. So that is what I want you to do right now. Please pause this video and do this. I'm picking up my mic. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to write down on the left side of the page my non-negotiables in a relationship. So the non-negotiables. So this is what absolutely you do not want. For example, somebody to shout at me. That can be a non-negotiable. Another non-negotiable can be that somebody is late every time I meet them. This can also be a non-negotiable. This is very personal to you. What is a non-negotiable for you? Another non-negotiable could be the person is constantly commenting on other people's looks. That can be a non-negotiable for you, because maybe you don't want to be around someone who's like that. So I invite you now to write down the non-negotiables on one side of the page. And then on the right side of the page to write down the negotiables. So for example, for me, I really don't like cigarette smoke, so I prefer not to be around it. But if I really connected with someone and they smoke, but everything else is like amazing, nobody is perfect. I like to think I am. I know I'm not. Nobody is perfect. So if we really connect but they smoke, it's like, okay, that's a negotiable. So on the left side of the page is non-negotiables, the right side is negotiables. Write down some of these right now, pause this video. I'll still be here when you get back, don't worry. Okay, so presuming that you've just written that down, the third and the final and potentially the most important thing to do is to get super clear on your vision. So I used to think that we all have a big, huge vision, and then I realized that actually most of us don't. Most of us need to actually create our vision, because we're just not naturally dreamers, and that's not our fault either, because it's usually really encouraged not to be. We are encouraged not to be dreamers in school. So I want you to write down every area of your life. So your health, your energy, your self-development, your work, your financials, your living situation, your spirituality, if you're spiritual or if you're religious, your travels, so where you travel, for how long. I want you to write down your romantic relationship. I want you to write down your family relationships. And I also want you to write down your friendships. If you have a business, I also invite you to write down clients. So writing down all of these different areas of your life. Also, I want you to write down fun. Fun. That's so important. So what do you enjoy to do? What are your hobbies? What is fun for you? So once you write all of this down, I invite you to close your eyes and imagine yourself in, let's say, 5 years. Imagine yourself in 5 years. So we can even do it now. Close your eyes. First, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And closing your eyes, relaxing your shoulders, and breathing slowly, whichever way feels good for you. I'm just breathing here. And picturing yourself in 5 years' time. You're waking up on a Saturday morning. Who is beside you as you wake up? What type of person? Or maybe it's someone who is already in your life right now. When you look around your bedroom, what do you see? You look out your window. What is the view? What is your dream ideal view that your bedroom will have in 5 years? Picturing this. How does this feel? How does this feel in your body as you picture this beautiful view that you created for yourself? And now you get out of bed on this beautiful Saturday morning. What's the first thing you do? How do you choose to spend your Saturday morning, and who with? I'm picturing this. Imagining the details of what clothes you're wearing, how you're walking, how you feel about yourself, how your energy is, how your body feels, as you enjoy this beautiful Saturday morning. And now moving on to your lunchtime. And just keep breathing here in through your nose and out through your mouth. If thoughts come up, that's okay. Just let them float by like clouds in the sky and come back to your breath and your vision. This is time for you. So for your lunch, where do you eat lunch? Do you eat lunch at home, in your beautiful home? Do you go out to a beautiful restaurant? And reflecting on where you are, what country, what city, what your environment is like. Is it snowy? Is it sunny? I'm really imagining this lunch. And now moving to your afternoon, evening time on this ideal day. Beautiful Saturday in this life that you've created for yourself. And how do you spend your evening? Do you do some work on your dream business? You spend the time with your family or doing some sport. What do you do that really lights you up inside? And taking a deep breath into your nose here. And out to your mouth. And now we're moving into our nighttime routine before we go to bed. We've had such a beautiful Saturday. It's been so amazing. And before you go to bed, you pick up your pen and paper and you write down what you've had to let go of. What people, what relationships, what clients, what job, what places you've had to let go of to get here. You've had to let go of to create this dream day and this dream life of yours. I'm just reflecting on this in your mind and imagining yourself writing this down in your mind. And just keep breathing as well. And before we come back into the room, I invite you to place your hand on your heart and thanking yourself for doing this work on yourself, for letting go of what no longer served you, for prioritizing yourself and your needs. I appreciate you. And acknowledging that you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now, in this moment. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you're more than enough just as you are. You deserve all of your wildest dreams to come true. And you can start moving your fingers and your toes if your eyes are closed. Come back into the room, moving your neck a bit side to side, taking a stretch above your head. And opening your eyes whenever you feel ready to do so. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope that was helpful. I want to remind you that you can create the life that you want. Now it's up to you to get super clear on your needs, the relationships that you want to have in your life, get super clear on your vision. And in the next video, I'll help you even more with this. Okay? So this is step 2 of how to be selfish, to create your dream life. Woo, 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 woo. Sending you so much love. See you next time.